Coming to the last part of your question, is MDS necessary? I would say no.
Time in college flies really fast. So before you actually know, you're already in final year and it's time to decide what's next. So first of all, how do you know that this is the subject I want to do my MDS in, and whether MDS is actually very important, and whether there are other things that I can do instead of an MDS?
Oh, I love this question. Like literally, I'm not going to exaggerate. I think I should start putting Instagram stories about it. So after every exams, you guys finish the final year and kids are in internship over. I have at least 5 to 10 parents, with their children coming to talk to me about what to do next. And I feel you all are lucky that you all have somebody to help you. So first thing is take help. That is very important. Ask people, and not one person's perspective. Ask many people. Time does not fly only in medical college. Time flies away in your life as well, and before you know it, and it's the next step in your life. So what I would like you all to understand is, from the start, when you're starting your BDS course, there are certain things that would excite you. Like, if you are doing a root canal, you're doing a root canal treatment in your internship, that is fun. For some people, taking impressions and giving dentures is fun. Some people, I extracted the tooth, and that's the biggest feeling. Even today, after this young kids come in and, they've extracted one tooth in the clinic, like, ma'am, I extracted this tooth today. So extraction is fun. So understand what's fun, and that also shapes up in what kind of subject you want to go in. That was the first way. I would say that is a decent way, not the most correct way. Most of the kids actually end up choosing the subject they don't like, because of the rank. So understand what you like. For me, when I started doing orthodontics, believe me, the only day I took in clinical off during those 2 years, I was telling you, I was working like a crazy lady, running everywhere in the town. The only day I took off was when an orthodontist came to my clinic. Today's ortho day, I would leave early, because ortho never excited me in that aspect. But when I started doing ortho and I started learning ortho in my MDS, it was the most fun subject. I think it's one of the best subjects that I realized. So you will never be sure, that's the point, you will never be sure whether you wanted to do the subject unless you start actually doing a clinical practice with that subject, right? And no subject is an individual entity. So if you are a prosthodontist and you don't have knowledge of endodontics, it's not going to help you. If you are an endodontics and you don't have knowledge of prosthetics, you will not be able to finish a very good endodontic procedure. If you are an implantologist and you don't have prostho knowledge, you will not be able to deliver the prosthesis. So every branch is linked. That is the first understanding that you should get in yourself. Now coming to the point where people doing MDS, what's the take? Okay, so here's the take. Let me give you you did 5 years of your BDS, then maybe a year, you're lucky enough you get the next 3 years to do MBBS. Now if you are you have not done your studies in your internship and you started realizing late in life that I have to do MDS, and you wasted 1 year to give an exam and then you did MDS. Okay, now 8 to 9 years of your life are going in, right? And then after coming out of 9 years, when you start the clinical practice, you are at the level 0 as the BDS, fresh BDS passed out at the same time when you have passed out as an MDS. Okay. So first thing, if you need to understand that if your aim is to start a dental clinic of your own, then this is a waste of yours. Because when you're looking at dental clinic, you will be like, "Arey, hum sirf ortho karte hain, aap nahi aao." You can't do that nowadays. Pehle it was like a lot of referral practice. So when referral practice is there, what happens is endodontist did their job. They would transfer their patient to orthodontist, and orthodontist would transfer his endo cases to this endodontist, and that would like, you know, but today the competition is so much. So you have to learn and know everything. That is the second thing you need to understand when deciding whether MDS or not. If you're talking about this is my personal and my personal, I have to like disclaimer, you know, that this is my personal opinion. It has nothing to do with any other person's view. I feel you should take up that 1 year, do a good clinical practice with somebody, understand some things that you like about dentistry, and then do your master courses in that. Today in India, lots of international dental education programs are happening. Dental education programs in India, that is called CDE, continuing dental education. These kind of courses actually train you to be such an amazing clinician. See, when you come out as a BDS, you will not know rotary root canals. You would know root canal, but you will not know rotary root canals. When you come out, there are like 5 products which are rotary. Oh, Hero Shaper bhi hai, Pro Taper bhi hai. Arey, ye to naya, something new has come in the market. Single file system, and you are again confused, right? So confusion is always going to be there. So what works in your hand, right? So that's how it should be. So that's when you take that year and understand what's your passion. Like, you would come out and endo would not excite you, prosto would not excite you, but dental implants are now exciting you. So there is no course which is specific to dental implants. As a periodontist, you can do dental implants. As an oral surgeon, you can do dental implants. As a prostodontist, you can do dental implants. And as a general dentist and an orthodontist, you can do dental implants. So then, why don't you do a course which is specific to dental implants, like, you know, the courses by American Dental Association. It has a good standing across all over the world, and you get to learn that particular subject really in depth. So that's the call that you should take for your MDS. Coming to the last part of your question, is MDS necessary? I would say no. I am an MDS, and I would say an MDS is not necessary. So what part of MDS is necessary? I'll tell you, application of your knowledge is with an MDS. You learn to read articles, you learn to modernize yourself, you learn to upgrade yourself with newer things that are coming in. As a BDS, I never read an article.
Yeah.
I didn't know what's article, right? So that's so sad. I think that helped as an MDS. So what MDS also builds up a character. You become stronger because 90%. And I love my sir, and he's been the most humble person. Dr. G.S. Patil and Dr. Hemant from the Ananda Sagar Dental College and all the associate staff there. They've been very kind to us. But whatever, like however sweet your sir is, he's a teacher. He's going to make you stronger by being tough on you. So every guide, we call them in MDS, every guide is going to be tough on you. So there's no easy way in MDS, right? And if it is easy, it's not a good MDS, let me tell you. Oh, my sir is so cool. No, he should not be, because the character building that happens. Yeah, you are ready to face every challenge is what an MDS teaches you. But that also is taught in your first year of practice, right? So that's a call. This is how you should take a call. Doing MDS, is it a must? Oh no. Oh, sorry sir, no. I'm an orthodontist who is amazing with root canals, and I do very good dental implants. And I'm an orthodontist, right? As I said, what was the dental implant subjects? Prosto, perio, and oral surgery. Ortho to naam bhi nahi aa raha tha. It's never one single entity. It's never one single entity.
Does this also apply for orthodontics and oral surgery? Because I think these are subjects that are not taught in BDS.
I don't know. I think during my time it was not taught. Yeah. Okay. So oral surgery as a part, you have to understand it's maxillofacial surgery. If you love surgeries, like, I wanted to do MBBS only, and that kind of thought process is there, then oral surgery is a branch where you should go ahead and do your MDS, because with the oral surgery you can enter into hospitals as a oral surgeon and learn more and more depth of facial surgeries. Unfortunately, I think it can't be a really big part of your dental bachelor's program because it's a big science. It requires a lot of knowledge of your tissues and muscles and orofacial region. So I think let's leave that speciality there. Orthodontics, again, you need to understand that the part that ortho treatment is normally a year and a half, 2 years treatment. So to learn all the aspects of orthodontics, you will require that many years. Like, see, you will do a cap cutting today, and within a week you will give a cap. So you can do a little bit of prosthodontics, like the basic part of good prosthodontics, with your BDS skills.
Yeah.
But these two subjects I feel will always require an MDS. Yeah. There are a lot of diploma courses that happen, but I somehow feel that orthodontic itself should never be a diploma course because you need to learn from start to finishing of the case, which sometimes can take 2 years. And then orthodontic surgeries, orthognathic surgeries that are called. So for that, pre-surgical planning, post-surgical planning, I think ortho should be 3 years. Yeah. My verdict.
So, what are the diploma courses that are available and how do you access them? Because I have no clue about that.
So you can Google, you can ask the colleges. There are a lot of diploma courses. Even ortho has diploma courses. So I think the only difference, if I'm correct, and if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. I've not got into the education system for a long time. But diploma courses basically are for 2 years, whereas your MDS is for 3 years. So diploma courses, in an MDS, we will have your, you do a thesis on a topic, which you don't do it in diploma. I think that's the difference. That's a major difference, and the years that are lesser. So if you're doing diploma in endodontics and diploma in surgery, maybe it's always going to improve your skills. But is it necessary? No. If you're doing a diploma, you might as well do a practice, clinical practice, and if you see, there have to be understood, like you want to get into college, into teaching, you should do all these things. But if your plan is to open a clinic and be a clinician, then be a clinician. Start early, right? Don't waste years. Yeah.
Right. So what is the difference between a certificate course and a diploma course, and which one do you think is
okay? So diploma courses are mainly by the colleges, and it's certified by the health universities, various health universities of India, maybe MUHS or maybe Rajiv Gandhi University or Rajasthan University of Health Sciences, or etc. So they are certified by those universities. Certificate courses are basically 1 day, 2 day, 5 day, 3 months courses. In India today, frankly, everybody is taking courses, and it's no harm. I think it's no harm because every new lecture that I attend, I always picked up 2 clinical tips which I might not be using. So it's a good idea to go attend all of these certificate course. So basically certificate course is just that topic pe a little bit in depth. With 99% courses in India are more of the teacher's experience over the years.
Yeah.
And I think you should learn from experience. So
that's you're doing right now.
Yeah. So certificate courses are those, and certificate courses, I'll tell you very frankly, you should keep on doing, even if you're an MDS or you're a diploma, like have done a diploma, you should keep doing certificate courses. Always learn.
Right. So a lot of people also want to know about NEET coaching, and when is the right time to actually start studying for NEET PG?
As soon as you are into your BDS course. If your aim is to get through these like courses and everything, see what do these exams gauge you on is what your knowledge about that subject is, right? So the MCQ planning happens from the start, and those are the subjects that are going to be there till the end, right? So it's the time you enter. But yes, if you're asking me about coachings, yes, you should take, because see, it's okay to take. I have kids, like students who have done coaching and got admissions and not got admissions, and I have students who have not done coaching and got admission and not got admissions. So you need to be focused in what you're doing. See, focus is something that cannot change. So if you know that you are going to do MDS and you are going to enter through NEET, as soon as your final year gets over, the next day your prep start. Your internship cannot get wasted in. Lot of people, what happens is, हाँ अभी तो यार final year खत्म हुआ है, अभी मजे करेंगे, we will enjoy our life, and then they waste their 3-4 months, and then after that, oh, now we have to do something about it. Oh, others are studying. So when you asked me earlier that government college and medical colleges, some colleges like yours, like Manipal or KLE, and these colleges I have seen, and government colleges also, they have this thought process from the start कि अरे हमको आगे जाके MDS करना है, तो वो पढ़ाई वैसे ही चलती है उन सब की. If you go to KLE, you will realize, KLE Mangalore, so you'll realize, if you talk to BDS from there, you'll have that aura that they all want to do MDS, like, so that's where the difference lies. But deciding for your MDS course and the subject and NEET itself should start immediately post your final year exams, in terms of coaching or something. We don't waste time. Don't waste time for anything. Should not waste years, because years are the most the only thing that money can buy is years that have gone by.